So, welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 Ghana campaign. Once again, we are playing as Bamari II at the moment. Last episode, Bamari had recently inherited from his father there, and he was just a young man. He was about 14 years old. And we had some relatives try to take advantage of the situation there. We had our uncle Camo, who really doesn't like us there, and also our cousin over in Gurma attempt to invade Ghana here and take the throne. But we are kind of a wily individual. We are lazy, but also arbitrary, so we're willing to just kind of get out of things any way that we can there, and we were able to basically hold out and get a white piece in order to hold on to our throne there. We're in a bit of a better position now since we've got some alliances over in Mali and Lobi, I believe, so we've just got a better military strength, which is making our relatives think twice about attacking us. We have also come of age. We're now 20 years old. We got married last episode. We're on very good terms with our wife there. And we had a couple children, but we don't have a son yet. So, yeah, I don't really have any specific plans for Bamari here, but I'm interested to see how things play out here with our traits. We are not a very good ruler on paper here. We have a 1-star education trait and like not very good stats here, lazy and arbitrary. So I'm just interested to see, how things go with our vassals, and maybe we can get up to some trouble there. I know we've got sort of a brewing rivalry over here with this cadet branch of our dynasty here, the Torre. They are a cadet branch of our dynasty, the Tonkara, and pretty much all these kids we are on bad terms with. We had a difficult childhood relationships with these two kids here. So eventually they will inherit their elderly father there, and maybe we can mess with them a bit there. So right on cue here, the patriarch of the Tory there has passed away, and our childhood bully Sakura now rules over the Adrar. So let's go with my favorite button here, claim title. We are the dynasty head. We are his dynasty head of the Tonkara there, so we should be able to straight up revoke his title on his very first day there. Welcome to vassalage. Welcome. Yes, we've triggered a little revolt here. We've got our uncle Bunama is sticking up for Sakura here. I really feel for Bunama, I gotta say, because he was at one point considered to succeed over his brother, our father, and he's an all-around decent man. He's humble and brave and just, so I think his involvement here is really just taking a moral stand against his nephew here, who is violating the vassal contract here by just straight up revoking. But we are, of course, an arbitrary individual. From our perspective, we can do whatever we want. So here we are in our uncle's land in Hode there. We've almost got that siege down in just a few more days there. There we go. That's done. And then we've got an army sieging down south, but honestly, that's not even it's not even my land. So again, going with sorry, we got a daughter there, but going with our arbitrary nature, I'm not even going to bother defeating that army down south because, yeah, I don't really even care if I lose that land. I'm just going straight up to my Nemesis's holding there, and we'll siege that down in a short 3 months. I think we should be able to finish this off, maybe even before that army. Oh no, that army's gonna win their siege first, but actually, if we assault the holding here, we might be able to sneak in. And yes, we've done it. We have captured our childhood rival there, our childhood bully. He is in our dungeon. I'm sure that's exactly where we want him to be. We could execute him here. We would lose stress from doing that, but we would also become a kinslayer because he is a cadet branch of our dynasty there. So I don't think we'll do that. I'm not that depraved here, so I'm gonna stick him in the dungeon for now. We can't revoke yet. Oh yeah, because I haven't even ended this war yet. So let's do that. Let's do enforce demands. I'm hoping he stays in the dungeon. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. So based on the fact that we won, that means we imprison him because he refused our demand. And now he has no choice but to accept the revocation of his only county, which automatically removes the duchy title from him as well. You can't be a duke if you hold no counties there. So all we needed to do was take the county, and it looks like we would need to reform the Duchy of Adrar if we want to give it away to someone in the future. But for now, I'm just gonna hold on to that, I think. Power move there. We've got our poor depressed uncle here. He just can't understand where it all went wrong. I think he's not a threat to me. I'll let him out, but he'll have to bend the knee and renounce his claims to my titles there. Okay, so we got another legacy that we could pick up. I think I will go with treasured knowledge because I really want to get to true believers there. That fits in really well with our ultra zealot playthrough so far. I could also pick up inherited tactics, but we're not necessarily a fighter, Bamari, so let's go with treasured knowledge for now. And we have another relative that's passed away, our Uncle Camo in Jenne, and it looks like his son has inherited the entire kingdom of Jenne. So let's welcome him to the throne as well by taking back the Duchy of Mema, which is de jure our territory. It left our kingdom a while back. I think under our namesake, Bamari I. So it looks like we would end up with a vassal if we do that. But that's okay, I can revoke that later. I can deal with him later. For now, we've declared war on our cousin there in retaliation for that earlier war. And we're gonna take back some of our rightful land there. Yeah, let's just head over into Mema for now. Never really know how to say that, Mema or Mima. And we've got an army there that we can defeat. We have double their soldiers there. And we have a tenant renting some land. And he has pulled in an exceptional harvest. He wants to purchase a piece of my estate. He is a genius. He's either intelligent or a genius there. So I wonder if he should just join my court, actually. I could always do with an intelligent man there. Yeah, we have a daughter. We have a daughter, an eligible unmarried daughter there, so matrilineally marry them and pass those genes on to our own family there. And alrighty, so let's chase down this army again. I think we lost a little bit of men there, but we definitely outnumber them heavily still. So, yeah, fairly close battle that we are winning there. Our cousin is leading the enemy forces, so maybe we could imprison him if we're lucky. There is one of our other daughters coming of age there. We were able to kill one of their champions and win the battle. Not too much of a sweat there. So yeah, let's continue sieging over here in Messina. We've got just a little while more to go there. And then maybe we can cross over into Jenne, or actually we've got an enemy army up in Wallata there that we can chase down once we're done with the siege. In just about a dozen more days there. And there we go, we captured someone, we got some artifacts there, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm just going to go back into my holdings there and take these guys out from Wallata. And closing in there. They try to run into the desert, but they're blocked in there. And so I looked over the ledgers for my vassals. The numbers don't add up. The aloof Calabi has been paying too little. He is one of those pesky Torre children there, so I'll keep him on a short leash from now on and increase his taxes to me. I am keeping a close eye on that family there. So here's another battle, and once again our cousin is leading the enemy forces, so if we are able to overwhelm them and capture him, that will put a quick end to this war. And we captured someone, but not the king. So let's go back into Mema there, and we'll have to continue our siege. Pick up detailed ledgers. I don't have any Republican vassals there, but I just want to finish the tree, so I'll just pick that up so I can continue there. We've got a close race here. The enemy's trying to retake Messina, and we're trying to take Mema. We're pretty much neck and neck there. I'm hoping if we can punch a hole in the walls there, I could start an assault, which that is exactly what I wanted there. We've got a small breach in the walls, and we're now assaulting. And we should finish off there before they did, so now we're gonna go after them before they finish their siege. And we still outnumber them almost, more than double, so should be able to take them without any trouble there. Oh, but our general there was killed. So that's a huge blow to our army, but we are still winning very easily. That's a credit to our overwhelming strength there. We were successful without anyone even leading our troops there. Head over across this bridge. I should probably actually just go into Jenne there, but we have hit the ticker there. The war score ticker got to 100%, so we didn't even have to keep sieging there. And yeah, Mema is now back under our control. And look at that! Actually, we already have this guy in our dungeon. He must have been part of their army there. So him and his wife are in my dungeon. How convenient. Trying to negotiate conversion there, but he won't accept. He's a zealous old Bedaic follower, so I mean, hey, I tried to be reasonable. The alternative is just to revoke your title there, and that makes us the current Duke of Mema, I believe. Actually, we do have one vassal there in Messina. Looks like his heir is in somebody's jail there. Let's see what we can do with him. Oh, he's in our jail too. And he has one daughter. He has one daughter and he's in our jail. So if he were to have a little accident then, that means his daughter would inherit. He can't have any more kids when he's in the dungeon or dead there. So let's marry that little girl to our younger son here. He's in line to inherit Walata. And then ideally, when that girl inherits from her grandfather and father, her children with my son will get that land under our own house. So always nice to have some heirs in your dungeon and just keep them there, as they definitely cannot have any more kids when they're in there, and you might be able to take advantage. So yes, here's another one of our sons that's come of age. He's 16. I'm going to grant the Duchy of Adrar to him. He is our second-born son, I believe, so he deserves a duchy of his own there. And there's another of those Torre kids, Daffy. I believe I was his bully as a kid. So I don't think I want him as my vassal. He borders my son's land there, so perhaps I can just put him as a vassal of my son there. Leave him for my son to deal with there. If I can find the button to transfer vassalage here. Oh, here we go. Grant. Is it grant vassal? Let's try that. Grant. I don't want to grant him the title. Let's try grant vassal. Yeah, there we go. We're going to give Daffy to my son as a vassal. And so now I don't have to deal with him anymore. I am basically rid of those pesky Torre kids. He absolutely hates my son, but you know, he's a intrigue-focused guy. My son, maybe he can arrange his own little accident for his annoying vassal there. And speaking of, my rival Sakura has passed away in my dungeon. He died in captivity, not one day too soon. I only lost 15 stress. Thought I would lose more stress from that. So here's Barry, my younger son, that is betrothed to that relative of Messina there. And there she is. Her grandfather and father passed away. I think her father had a little accident in my dungeon there. Don't mind that army. That was just me helping out an ally there, but Daffy is causing trouble here. Daffy has usurped my boy. My son is now a simple count, and Daffy is now the Duke of the Adrar. So that cannot stand. We cannot be having that. I cannot believe he thinks he would get away with that. That is just gross insubordination there. What are we going to do with you, Daffy? So, apparently imprisoning him would be tyrannical, which, no, I think it's tyrannical that he, thinks he can usurp land from a prince there. So, it's tyrannical, so we might have other vassals sort of jumping to his defense if we just try to yank the title there. So Imprison, same deal. Imprison, like that little X just kind of means like it won't be successful. We can try murdering him. We have a 95% chance to murder him. He has a very strong son, but it's a 95% chance of secrecy as well. So if we can pull this off and murder Daffy, no one should be able to retaliate against me. We'll put our spy master to assist us with our scheme here. Let's see if we can coerce anyone else to join here. We've got... This girl's pretty good at intrigue. She's slow, though. I try to look at the traits. I don't really want, like, gregarious or, like, like slow. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I don't know. Anybody that's gonna blab. Basically, I don't want to join my plot here. But look at that! My son is joining in on my murder plot. That's my boy. That's my boy. Helping out his father. So we switch to the intrigue tree here. I guess I'll pick the first perk there. Fabricate a hook. That doesn't really help me right now, but so Barry's wife, the Countess of Messina, has come of age here. So we're going to marry them. And then I think what I'll do is give Barry the Duchy of Mema there, which I have to create that first, I think. Let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, so if I give him the Duchy of Mema and his wife has the County of Messina, their kids should just inherit that whole area there. So that works perfectly. He's got a nice fancy hat to go with his new title there. So, the time has come to assassinate Daffy. My agents are in place. One of them will pay the assassin and ensure the wall is unguarded and leave a trail of... I can't decide if that's candles or candies to his bedchamber. I'm hoping candles and not candies. But it was thwarted. The attempt on his life was thwarted. It turned out that the assassin didn't realize he spoke Saninke and blabbered about the scheme right in front of him. So, I'm gonna keep trying. I chose not to end the scheme. Nobody knows that I was involved yet. We still have 95% chance of success and secrecy, so yeah, we've actually got some more people joining our plot, so I think we're okay to try again. So, oh yes, the plush and exotic carpet. The preferred method of assassination. In Crusader Kings here, you send them a sketchy carpet. Yeah, so either he will be honored by such a gift, or I take it, I use the carpet for myself. That does seem like something an arbitrary person would do. Just take the carpet for myself, never mind giving it to this guy. I will, I guess, lose safety there. Like, the risk of people plotting against me increases, so I chose to give it to him. I think I'm a little too aware to put myself at risk there, but it didn't work. He didn't like the carpet. So yeah, now he's arguing in court. He's probably storming in to demand to know why I sent him a sketchy carpet there. But I don't want to hear it. I don't have time. I'm just probably gonna make my chancellor deal with it. I don't want to talk to this guy. Chancellor, go deal with it. So, yeah, after all this, we still have 95% chance, and we're gonna take him into the dark woods. So, let's see what happens here. Dangerous journey. The thugs did their job. Oh, Daffy is no more. Tribal party came to the stop. Bandits poured out from the trees. But one of the bandits was captured and revealed that I had paid them. My only crime was trusting low-born bandits. Oh dear, I am a... What am I? I am a murderer. I'm a known murderer and a kinslayer. Wow, remember when I didn't execute the other guy because I would be a kinslayer. So that happened anyway. And we've got one very angry son that knows that I murdered his father here, so we gotta deal with him. Let's use our new perk and fabricate a hook on this guy before he kills me there. We've got a little bit of time to wait. So Katiba is a complicated man. Need to understand him. I can uncover the truth of him or take my time. Both of them will progress my scheme. I am lazy, so I'll take my time. I'm up to 90% chance of success there, and a compromising situation. So, I'm gonna send a troop of jugglers into this guy's quarters, so they can catch him, naked there, I guess. Going to, put him in a compromising situation. Somehow that actually worked. And I got a hook on him. That is one of the most bizarre ways of getting a hook on someone that I've ever seen, but wow, even with this hook, imprisoning this guy will not be successful. It's gonna incite this faction, but he's the only guy in the faction. So, let's do it. Let's see what happens. He's very weak. I don't mind fighting him. Oh. And actually, all of my vassals revolted here. Since they're inferior to me, but I don't think they are. This guy has like 3,000 men alone. The Kanyaga have like 5,000. So, I actually kind of interpreted this differently. I decided that this was more like them saying, over my dead body. They didn't actually fight me. I tried to imprison him, but they wouldn't, they basically all said, if you take this guy, you have to take all of us. So, again, I'm lazy, so I backed off. But I did use the hook here to force this guy to bend the knee to me and declare himself for my faith. He was of the original faith and now has converted to the organized faith. So, hopefully we've cowed him a little bit there. We had him submit to us in public there and convert his faith. And perfect timing, I guess. Our priest was inspired by that and has decided to declare a holy war for somewhere. Holy war for the glory of Beta. I don't think I'll join this one. I'm not a young man anymore. The first crusade that we joined I was only 16 years old. I'm now almost 50 and I don't even know where we're going. So I think I'm just gonna give some of my expansive treasury and call it a day there. And yeah, so that hook on Katiba wasn't necessarily successful. He's still causing trouble and supporting Tunkamenin of the Kaniaga there. But look at my wife coming in clutch here. She's going to make sure he never supports Tunkamenin again. So yeah, Katiba can no longer join factions and Tunkamenin is all alone there. Yeah, wow, thank you, wife. That was extremely helpful there. So now that I've got that dealt with, that was a wild ride there. But I'm actually gonna declare my own little holy war here, over here in Tarkur. My poor son that I gave the Adrar to basically lost all of his land, thanks to those Torres. So I'm going to take this land for him. I definitely don't want a vassal though. So I don't think I'm gonna do a Conqueror War. I'm gonna do a Holy War. That way I can take, yeah, all titles will be seized. All titles held by, people not of my faith will be seized, which is exactly what I want. So, yeah, let's raise the army here. This will be a quick little war, just to, re-grant my son some land there. And I think, we won't be long for this world after that. We're getting quite elderly here. So, get the army marching over into, Turker there. Looks like our priest died. And got a new one. She seems kind of scary. She's sadistic and ambitious. But she's got a very strong learning skill. She doesn't like me though. I'll have to see about her. In the meantime, we've got just a little while left on this Holy War. And let's come back and check on it. Almost done that one, and just one more county to go here. And still a few more months, so we'll just send in that other army to assist there. It should take care of that. Just 50 more days. Someone named Human died in my dungeons there, and that's the Greendale human being died in my dungeons. That's unfortunate. Wow, looks like we got another dynasty perk there. I thought we already just picked one up earlier in this episode. So we'll have to look at that. And yeah, this war is wrapped up. Going to seize that land for ourselves and give it back to our son here. Except that I can't usurp the duchy right now. That's odd. Okay, we'll wait on that. We'll just give the counties away, I guess. So, there's our son. Grant these 2 counties over, and then, shouldn't be too long before we can grant the duchy too. No, the Great Holy War has failed. Mine was a success, but, the main one was not. Another very old, infirm priest leading the way. I think we should probably pick a younger priest next time. Let's see. Oh, looks like we can create that duchy now. That is perfect. Create that. And find our son again. Give that to him. This time he has no vassals or no Tory vassals, so hopefully he can retain his title there and not get usurped. So yeah, wow, that was perfect timing. I guess we did everything that we needed to do there, and Bamari has passed on at 62 years of age. So we're now going to be playing as Barate the Second there. He apparently has a lot of friends. I'll have to check that out, but yeah, look at that. We've got a long list of kings now. We've got a little glitch there where a koi is showing up twice, but not sure about that. But yeah, we've got a long line of kings of Ghana here. I really like that. I really love looking at all my characters. So let's do a little retrospective here on Bamari to close out this episode. I really had a great time playing as him. I thought he was a really fun character, which is really even more noteworthy there, considering on paper his stats are pretty terrible there. 1-star education trait, lazy, and arbitrary. But I actually really enjoyed this mix here, the whole lazy and arbitrary dichotomy there. We were really a guy lacking in all in all conviction there. We pretty much would go as far as we could, even to the point of murder there. But anytime someone opposed us, that's where we pretty much just stopped. We completely folded in the face of any opposition there, which was just such a funny mix there, because you know we're willing to revoke a title here if I can find this guy. Yeah, we revoked the title from Sakura. Then we killed Daffy, so we're willing to do tyranny, we're willing to do murder. But when it came to, you know, this guy here, Katiba, he threatened a civil war. He basically said, if you mess with me, I will bring all the vassals into this, and it will be a civil war. And at that point, I was just like, oh, whoa, civil war? Like, that's too much work. So, yeah, murder, tyranny, all good stuff, but civil war, no, that's way too hard. We're not going to go to that length. But we were able to kind of pivot with our zealous right there and kind of say, like, okay, let's be reasonable. I won't imprison you here, but you will have to declare for the faith publicly, and hopefully that will sort of calm you down a little bit, which that really didn't work. He's still probably still plotting against us. Opinion of predecessor minus 46 there. So yeah, very entertaining character. Definitely, I love that the game kind of tapped into that antagonism that we had with the House of Torre here. We really kind of had a lot of stuff brewing with them, and we'll have to see if that comes to a head with Barate now. I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, as fun as Bamari was, he's pretty much universally hated there. Look at this guy, minus 88, yeah, minus 32, opinion of predecessor, so we've got some pretty cranky vassals here that we'll have to manage. Luckily, our brother is fond of us there, so that's alright, but yeah, we are shy, so that doesn't bode well for managing our vassals here, so we'll have to see if, look at that prowess stat, 28 prowess. We'll have to see if that skill will help Barate hold on to the throne there, but that'll be the next episode. So, as usual, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying. If you want to follow along with the story, it definitely helps me know that I should continue. I should continue making content because yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and hopefully you are too. But yeah, we'll see you next episode.